What's up, guys? Savjz here with the fourth and final episode of this beginner's tutorial for Magic Arena and Magic gameplay. In this episode, we are going to be talking. Oh, thanks for the Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this video. In this episode, I will be talking about different game modes in Magic. There's a lot of ways to play Magic on Magic Arena. I'm going to be going through all of the stuff that you can do. So on Magic, the basic on Magic Arena, the normal standard play is with the 60 card decks, and if you're playing best of one, no side. Well, there can be a sideboard, but like it's only for special cards. 15 card sideboard, and in best of three, after the first game, you will be able to change the cards in your main deck to adjust to different matchups to make it a little bit more balanced. Also, the player who loses the first game will go first in the second game. In standard, you are allowed to use the most recent sets from like the 2 years or so. Right now at the moment, I believe there are 6 playable sets in standard format. There's a ton of different formats, and they all have different sets included. There's modern, when you're playing paper Magic. Modern is not available, or Legacy is not available. Those include more of the older cards, and also Pioneer. Pioneer would be cards from the last 10 years. But in standard, you got the cards from the last 2 years. It's not exactly like that, because the rotations happen once a year. So at some point you will have 4 of the latest sets available, and then 5, then 6, and then back to 4, 5, and 6. In addition to those latest 6 sets, 4 to 6 sets, you will also have the core sets, which is, we are just about to get, as I'm making this video, the latest core set 2021 has just arrived. On historic play mode on Magic Arena, you will have access to all the cards that you have in your collection on Magic Arena. Besides, of course, if there's any banned cards, you will be able to use anything that you collected before. Even cards from like sets such as like Ixalan. Like Ixalan used to be in standard before it rotated out. Those cards will still be playable in historic. The game modes go much further than that when we get to paper Magic, but I'm going to choose to focus on just the game modes on Magic Arena. So constructed standard, which is the newest cards, and constructed historic, best of 1, best of 3. Then there are also the most popular. I'm going to go through the most popular limited modes. So limited modes are modes where you, in the beginning of when you start playing, you enter a play mode, you will need to build your deck from a set of like random cards. So, for example, in constructed, you choose exactly the cards that you want to play in your deck. But in limited formats like sealed and draft, you will be working with a limited pool. So I'm gonna just actually, because there's I'm gonna play probably after this I will play sealed anyway. So I'm gonna show you guys how the sealed works. So for example, in sealed, I would get 6 packs, and with these 6 packs, I will be constructing my 40 card deck. In limited format, decks are 40 cards. You can have more if you want, but the minimum of 40 cards. Whereas in constructed, the deck size is minimum of 60 cards. So no worries, like you won't need to have as many great cards as maybe in constructed. So here's my random pool of cards right now that I will use for this sealed event. And from these cards I will make a deck. Usually it's maybe 17 lands out of the 40 cards, so I'll need to find 23 playable cards. Usually players in sealed, as well as draft, it tends to be 2 colors. You can play more than 2 colors, but 2 colors is the most common one. And here it looks like we have a lot of black cards, for example, so I would probably choose black and maybe white, or maybe black and red. I don't know. It's not very important for this video. Maybe what would we go with? But yeah, we would forge a deck from a set of random cards. In draft, there will be 3 booster packs for each player. In draft, there's 8 players who enter the draft. and each will have 3 booster packs. And the way it works is that you open a pack and you choose 1 card from it, and then you pass the pack on to the next player. And the packs go in circles, and then you will pass your pack, and you will get a pack that will then have 14 cards in it. You will select 1 card, then you will receive a pack that has 13 cards, and you will select 1 card from that, then 12 cards, and so on, so on. So in draft mode, you select cards from like rotating packs, and you usually like after at least after the first pack, you start having like, okay, like I'm playing this color and this color, and then you will be picking those colors, and then you will be making a 40 card deck from those. Oftentimes, the way drafts and sealed also happens, this event, for example, would be sealed core set 2021. So the cards in this event would have all been from the packs that I opened were all from core set 2021, and like in this draft, the packs would have been from core set 2021. So oftentimes the way the drafts works is that they are focused on a particular set. So you choose the set you want to play, and you play an event for that set to be playing with those particular cards. In addition to that, this type of draft, there's also cube drafts. In cube drafts, it works the same as a regular set draft, except that the cards select in those packs that circle around. The cards will be selected, carefully picked by the one who made the cube. So the cards would not be tied to that one set, but instead they would be from like various different sets. And that's something that experienced players especially like to do, make their own cubes to draft with, make the most exciting cards in your cube, and then play it with friends. Actually, don't remember if there's been a cube event. I think there was a cube event. Yeah. There was a cube event on Magic Arena too. So sometimes those happen, and the cards tend to be extra spicy in those events. By the way, there's this toggle. Like if you're new, like when you first look at this, you press play. It shows you the game modes. You can select like the basic game modes. This is what it usually shows you, like Brawl, Premier Draft, Quick Draft. The difference between, I think the rewards are different in this, but like and sealed. So draft and quick draft. These are also different sets. This would be an Ikoria draft if you want to play Ikoria. This would be Premier Draft. Sealed, I explained it already. And these matches that you see here, standard, ranked. This is standard, unranked basically. Best of one, best of one, best of one. This only shows you best of ones. But if you toggle the switch here to show all play modes, now when you press this button there will be a whole lot more. So these are more advanced. So if you're just starting out, the game modes that it shows you with the normal tab are just fine. But now, if I know exactly what I want to do, like maybe it would be this. The word traditional in these game modes refers to best of 3 format usually. So if there's a traditional draft core set, all the matches that you play after making the deck will be in best of 3 format. Some players prefer that, so there's a lot of these, like you can do traditional standard event. In these events, usually like 7 matches, you get like, it's either up to 7 wins and like up to 3 losses. Once you get 3 losses, or is it 2 losses? In some events it's 2 losses, you will get to play, and then you get rewards based on that. And once again, like if you look at this standard event, historic event, then there's traditional standard event, traditional historic event. The normal ones are best of 1, the traditional ones are best of 3. Traditional standard play, traditional standard ranked. Once again, this will be best of 3 modes. These are the ranked modes. This is the unranked mode in a best of 3 format. Then we also have Brawl available. In Brawl, you choose. You play like a special deck, and I believe you started with 25 life. I've never played Brawl in my life myself, but it's fairly similar to Commander mode. Which is very popular format in paper Magic, and in Brawl you select your own do you still call it commander, and that card will always be playable to you. So if you have a favorite card in Brawl, you might get to play that particular card a lot. Yeah, I think that actually covers like pretty much all the game modes that we have over here. There might be some like special events that are rotating and stuff, but Yeah, even the Brawl is a little bit like it's like a, I guess a little gimmicky. It's just like it's sort of like a fan favorite game mode. I think that's it. I think that should be enough to get you guys started. Thank you so much for watching this. This was the last episode of my my tutorial for Magic Arena. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much and have fun playing on the arena.